Good morning, everybody. It is Angie at Treasured Vintage doing a bit of a different video this morning. This one is focused on gardening. If you watch my channel, you know that I am not only interested in jewelry and reselling and Etsy, I am also interested in gardening. And this time of the year, I usually go around and assess my beds and figure out what I want to move and what I want to do in my gardens. It's very early in the year. It is April, what is it, the 19th or something, 2019. So I am showing you what's going on right now in my garden and what plans I have. So I haven't put on the preen yet. I'm going to be doing that later today. I did buy some more bulbs to plant. I bought these at Walmart, some hyacinths, a different variety of daffodil. And these are the only daffodils I have right now, but I do have some in the woods behind my house, which is kind of my overflow garden. But someone bought that property, so it is not going to be my overflow garden anymore, so I need to keep things down here now. But I digress. So here is what I'm thinking. Of course, I need to get in here and get these type of things out between the sedum here. Move plants away from each other, and there will be some plants I'll be moving. This is a cranesbill. This is a phlox that needs divided, made smaller. Lots of times plants do better if they are, cut up into smaller pieces and replanted. So this I determined last year was getting burnt. It needs more shade. It's coral bells, and this is a sign here of distress, I think, plus the fall. I mean the winter death and all that stuff. But it got like this even in the growing season. So I think it needs more shade. I have to keep an eye on the Angelina sedum because it gets out of hand. I like it for an edge, though. I like it for an edging. And my sweet autumn clematis will be growing up on the obelisk. Plans for this bed is to just get a sprinkling of annuals and put in there, just like I do every year. My husband, he went along here with his string trimmer, and of course all the grass flies up into my bed. I have quite a few more larkspur this year, which will be coming out, and I'll be thinning those out as I need to. They can really take over your garden if you let them. I have some tulips, some grape hyacinths. They take over too. I have some lamium, a very pretty shell pink variety, and I don't know if I want to do something different right in here or not. It's very bare right here. I did have a shrub here. These rhododendrons aren't doing too well. This will need cut back. It's gold. I forget what it's called. It's a golden cypress, I think, or juniper. This over here is a real problem area that I need to assess, figure out what to do. This is a fall blooming hydrangea. It's going to be fine. But over here we have a real problem area. We've had so much rain. You see this arborvitae died, and so I need to take that out. Need to figure out some drainage for here or something. All of these cypress are pretty much dead, but I don't want to take them out because they are a screen. So let's move out to the bed out here under the maple tree. There's not much to do out here other than do some cleaning. I just have some ground cover, some creeping phlox out here, some more Angelina. Unfortunately, my little tiny dwarf iris are going away. I guess they're not going to bloom very much this year, but they're so cute. They've been there for years. I guess they needed dug up and rejuvenated. I don't know. Oh, there's a visitor that needs dug out. Yes, we've had such wet, rainy weather here in Pennsylvania. This is or south central Pennsylvania, rather. And it's just been a deluge of rain. So this is the mailbox bed. This spot here will be a spot for some annuals, probably shockwave petunia again. Last year I got the regular wave petunia and the shockwave, and I found that the shockwave is my preference because it's floribunda, it seems to be. More flowers, smaller blooms, but it just seemed to do better and seemed to look better. I guess I'll keep the crane's bill in here, have some phlox. Looks like some rabbits have been eating my, either the rabbits or my husband did that with his string trimmer, I don't know. Eating my other phlox. It's the variegated one. This is a Henry's Garnet Itea. So I will just be putting a little bit of different kind of annuals in here to fill in. There's gonna be some coneflower, some more phlox. I'll put I haven't gotten all my garden ornaments out yet, but there'll be one right in there. This is a spirea. I think it's a little princess, not sure. Forget. Another phlox and another thing that needs dug out of there. That's pulmonaria. It's awfully close into the phlox, so I'll need to move that. So these trees that we got last year to replace the ones that died, they're doing good. Seems to be a piece of dead stuff in here. Pull that out. Looks like something made a nest down there. Don't know what that is. Maybe there's rabbits in there. I'll have to check that out. But they're doing well. They are arborvitae green giant variety, so they will make a nice screen eventually. The red bud is in bloom and pretty. And another Japanese maple right here. This is an area where we let the dogs come out and usually go to the bathroom right here while we replanted the grass here, so we roped it off so they don't get in the fertilizer or the new grass. And here's a bed that I worked on last year. I did plant some impatiens in here last year, but I think it's too sunny here for them, even though this gets a good bit of shade. These are really tall ferns back here. They might be cinnamon ferns, I'm not really sure, but I need to move at least, I don't know, maybe 4 of them, maybe 5 of them, somewhere, and this is the problem, I don't know where. But they get probably 3 feet tall at least over here, so it kind of it kind of made an imbalance here. And I didn't want, real tall right here, and then it just didn't look right to me. It looked off balance, so I need to move some of those. Plus they shaded my my grass that was here, and I wanted that to be kind of on display. The hellebore's blooming. Christmas rose, or Lenten rose. It's really pretty. I love this plant. It stays evergreen. It's so pretty. I just love its, really different pink tinged green blooms. So pretty. And my pinkish blue hydrangea will be coming out. Some astilbe, a different kind of astilbe, some different kind of phlox, another Christmas rose, painted fern, lady's mantle, and a different kind of pulmonaria back there, and another little hosta. I forget what the name of this is back here. It's Japanese something. Forget. Another hosta. And the ground cover in here is sweet woodruff, which smells so good. More areas of grass that has been planted. And my poor serviceberry. I really don't know. Last year it got rust really bad, and this year it doesn't seem to be blooming like it should be, unless it's just late. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to have to go, and that's really a shame because the birds love that tree. But I'm not sure what its status is going to be this year. If anybody knows, I just haven't. I've just been lazy and haven't looked it up, how to treat a serviceberry. But you can leave me a comment if you know. And what's this? Another visitor in the tree. Oh, part of a sycamore branch is laying in the Japanese maple. This is a tree I got at my mother's house, so it's special to me. All the Japanese maples I dug out from my mother's house. And so many things, so many of my plants came from my mom's. And my husband did a thing here just a week or so ago, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but he put this fence up, and then he put lattice down here at the bottom of this fence, because the leaves keep coming over from next door, and he's trying to prevent the leaves from coming over because we clean our leaves up. So we'll see if it works. I have my doubts, but because the leaves, you see this giant sycamore, that's where they come, and they can come right out of the sky and down. They don't have to fall and blow. So we'll see. These peonies here really are too shady for here. It's too shady for here. And my Russian cypress are really declining, but I hate to get rid of them. Who knows what's living in there? And I really don't want to get in there because it's a very steep hill, and I just don't want in there. There's probably all kinds of critters living in there. So yeah, they've been there for many years, and they've really served a great purpose, just covering that hill so we didn't have to mow. Over here we have many, many, many ferns. It's the whole bed of ferns. So this is essentially my husband's bed, the one he cares for, and he cuts them off every year. And you know, it's a nice bed. It's just kind of carefree and beautiful. Well, not really carefree because there's there's that maintenance every year of cutting all those off, and that's a big job. But other than that, it's, you don't have to do much to it. And it's beautiful. And the same over here is it's what I call the nugget. The nugget bed over here. Now we have a problem area here in which this big tree that my dad gave me, it's a big maple, and we can't grow any really nice grass under it, which my husband hates. And, I don't like it either, but I don't really want to get rid of that tree because it shades my porch up here. And soon I'll be taking that plastic off and enjoying my screened-in porch up there. This red bud here, it just wasn't a good plan to put it right here. You see how these cypress, I think they are, back here got ruined. I don't know if it was because of the tree, because the cypress got old, or what, but it's a mess back there. So I don't know what's going to happen to this corner, but it's not pretty. It is not pretty. Here's a little painted fern. And looky here. Hello. He's just watching over. This is the tree we actually planted for my little dog that died, and it's her tree. It's Misty's tree, so we never wanted to get rid of it, but we just keep moving it around. Actually, if we get rid of that, if we get rid of the serviceberry over there, we were thinking about moving this redbud, but hopefully it will move. Hopefully it won't be too big of a task to move, and hopefully we can do it, but I don't know. I just don't know. So we're back to the whole way around the house to the problem area of the wetness here along this edge. You see we have a big fence line of arborvitae. 2 tiny ones in there. My husband said they'll grow. They've been in there for years and they have not grown. I don't know, I guess one of them died and we had to replace it. So here is the other side of the house, which doesn't get, much attention because, it's somewhere where we don't go. We don't come over here very much. But my husband plants tomatoes over here. And this is a nice viburnum. I like it a lot. And we just put these rocks around here last year, so. And that's a nice one. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Weigela or Weigela. It gets pink flowers on it. It's the variegated kind. And I put just a bunch of astilbe and hostas in here last year. And then we have this bed right here, which I'm thinking about maybe putting those ferns, the tall ferns, a few in here, because I really don't know where else to put them. Maybe a couple here and a couple over here. I've already got one right there, but they don't get as tall back here, and I don't know why. I like them tall. So that's that bed with some lamium, some crane's bill. I don't know if this is a weed or what, but it was interesting looking. It's probably a weed, but I'm just leaving it go for right now because I've got these plants back here and I don't know if something came over, reseeded, or I'm not really sure. So anyway, I am letting that go to see if it's a weed or what it might be. And this is my little area right here where I'm going to be doing the pots. I just left them in there over the winter, but I'm going to be fixing them up soon. And, I need to move that so that one hosta can get going there. It's a beautiful hosta. It's a beautiful type of hosta. All right, that is the spring preview of things to come in my garden. So I will come back when things are blooming, let you know what I've done in the yard. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.